In a world filled with saturated self-help advice, there's one thing only a few people talk about, and that is self-awareness. Self-awareness is not just an introspection into your strength and your weakness. It is a deeper sense of understanding into your core. It is the foundation of everything. It is that force that drives transformation across all areas of your life. In this video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into self-awareness. You want to stay tuned so that you can learn something new about yourself and how you can reshape your reality. We often think of self-awareness as being in tune with our thoughts and our emotions, but it is beyond that. It is the awareness of patterns of beliefs, systems, and decisions that govern your daily lives without you even noticing or recognizing it. These are often unconscious patterns that pass through our upbringings and societal conditioning. What would it be like if you could interrupt these auto-responses and instead make decisions from a place of true choice? Imagine breaking free from a mental loop that keeps you stuck in failure, stagnation, and a continuous circle of self-doubt. Real growth comes from realizing that your mind has been running a script that doesn't even belong to you. A script that has been conditioned to make you think the way you think, act the way you act without even realizing it. Now, I want to encourage you to do something. The next time you're being forced to make a decision, whether it's as little as deciding what it is that you want to eat or making a big career move, ask yourself first, am I truly making this decision from a place of understanding, from a place of self-awareness, or is it old patterns coming into play again? This will encourage you to stop, pause, and think about your response rather than taking an automatic response to that situation. Most people live their lives through one-dimensional lens. I am a professional, I am a mother, I am a businesswoman, I am a businessman, I am a doctor. Your identity is way more complex than that. True self-awareness is like peeling off layers to understand, undercover who is it that's underneath the skin. I want to know you. I want to get to know you better. You've been told or you've been conditioned that people go to school to become a professional, and you believe or you've taken that pattern to be your own. Right? You haven't stopped for a moment to rethink, to understand, why is it that I am a doctor? What is motivating this action for me or this career path for me? One of the most important questions that you can ask yourself is, who am I when all the labels are stripped off? When you're no longer a doctor, when you're not a teacher, when you're not a mom, who are you when all the labels are stripped off? When your job is taken away from you, when you take yourself out of your family, when you fail at something, who is it that you are when all of these things are not a factor anymore? This is where the real work begins. Understanding who it is that you are when all the labels are stripped off is where the work begins. Understanding that your identity is not tied to being a doctor or being a mom or being a teacher, or not even defined by the external achievements that you have, but by something deeper, something often hidden but in plain sight. This can help you start cultivating a sense of peace and deeper understanding into who it is that you are. I want you to do this for me. I want you to take 10 minutes every day. Sit with yourself. This is not the time to go on Instagram, quiet time. There's a reason why it's called quiet time. Sit with yourself and ask yourself this very important question. Who am I when all of this external achievements that I have is being stripped away? Who am I? And hey, you won't get all the answers in one day. Let's not deceive ourselves. Self-improvement, self-awareness is a lifelong journey. But once you get ahead, it is easier for you to make decisions that would help you and yourself ultimately. So sit with yourself and ask yourself these questions and get answers. You may be surprised at the answers that you get, but keep going. Don't stop at one. Do it every day if you can, and hear what it is, the feedback that's coming from yourself within you. Remember, I said hidden in plain sight within you. The bummer is coming. It's not about feeling good every time. It's not about being jolly good fellow. It's not a walk or a stroll in the park. It's not that. It's about being willing to be all of who you are. The key word is willing, right? Being all of who it is that you are. That includes your uncomfortable emotions, your insecurities, and the things that you might prefer to ignore. I know something is coming to your mind. There's that thing that always comes that you always shove. That we need to pay attention to that. That topic that gets you uncomfortable, we need to pay attention to that. Why is it making you uncomfortable? What is there? What is lying there? The more you go inside into these things that are uncomfortable for you, the better for you. The more it will reveal things about you that you didn't even know about yourself. Most people avoid discomfort thinking it is a weakness and it's something that you shouldn't explore at all, or a failure. But to grow, you have to be comfortable with the discomfort, right? You have to know what is there. Why am I uncomfortable around or with this topic? And the more you lean into those things that make you emotionally uncomfortable, and mind you, compassion and curiosity, you genuinely want to know, but you also are compassionate to yourself. The more you will learn about what is inside, more you will develop resilience. The next time you feel uncomfortable emotionally about a particular thing or topic or situation, sit with it. Don't duff it away. You've been doing that. How has that helped you? Have you uncovered the reason why that subject or that thing makes you uncomfortable? No. So sit with it and ask yourself, what emotion is this trying to teach me? You may uncover hidden patterns, beliefs, or desires that you didn't even know existed. What I'm asking you to do is not a self-improvement strategy. It is not goal setting. It is not habit improvement. It is not time management. And this is why we often miss the point. When we want to go on a self-awareness journey, we often misinterpret for self-improvement. Self-awareness is part of self-improvement, but self-awareness is an important topic on its own that you have to deal with. While self-improvement is important, while it's great to learn how to set goals, while it's great to learn how to manage your time, while it's great to learn new habits that can propel you to productivity, we often overlook the root cause of all of these things. Why are you even struggling with setting goals in the first place? Self-awareness. Why do you have a problem with time? Self-awareness. Why do you have habits that keep reoccurring that makes you feel ashamed of yourself or make you feel a certain type of way? May not necessarily be ashamed. Self-awareness, that's the root cause of every other thing. Self-awareness has to do with your internal programming. And if that has not been tweaked, you most likely would continue having the same issues. When you talk about goal setting, you set the same goal year in, year out without understanding yourself. True self-improvement begins with reprogramming your mind. You know codes, you know programming, all those things that they do when they program. Reorient it, reprogram, redo, remake, restructure. I don't know how many reads I'm going to tell you for you to understand that this is very important. You may be acting on a script. Remember what I said earlier in the video? You may be acting on a script that isn't yours, or that doesn't necessarily favor you. So start challenging the beliefs that you've always known all your life. Challenge it. Why do I believe that money is hard to make? Why do I believe that I have to work a certain amount of hours before I have to make money? Why do I believe that I have to use my hands before I am able to make money? Why do I believe that people will love me only because I smile every time and I don't show them that I have emotions and feelings too? Why do I believe that? Now, let me end with this. Self-awareness is not only about thinking or analyzing how my life has been, how I want to project my life in the next, few years or going forward, but it is about being fully present. I am here because I want to be here. I am making a video because I want to make this video, and I want as many people to see that or understand self-awareness, and also start keying into their consciousness and asking themselves, what kind of programming have I been programmed with? Our minds are often racing. Imagine that you have the ability to be present here and now. That when your mind is about to, you can't help it, but when your mind is about to wander off, you're able to catch yourself and be present in the now. Now, I've said this countless of times, self-awareness is not a destination. You cannot tag 3 months I'm self-aware. You can be on your self-awareness level can be heightened, but it's always a journey. As long as you're living, breathing, seeing, feeling, touching, every other thing that makes you a being, a living being, it's going to always be a continuous journey. And when you learn to question everything about yourself, question your unconscious beliefs, and embrace your discomfort, and peel layers of yourself that you thought you knew about you to get to the inside, and allow yourself to be fully present, your journey has started. Your self-awareness journey has started. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment and like this video, and also share with people that you want, your friends, your family members, that you want them to be self-aware as well. It's a journey for everybody. I cannot imagine anyone going through life and not being self-aware. So please share this video with your friends and your family members. My name is Enoh, and I talk about amazing things here that would help you live a better life. Trust me. So yeah, you want to subscribe, and let's stay friends. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will, fingers crossed, be coming your way again very soon. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I said like, share, comment, do all the fun stuff on YouTube, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye now.